Hi, welcome to our channel DC42 Reddit. GF-F19 is going on a trip away with male friends without me, M20. GF going away with male friends without me. I'm very stuck in this situation and wondering if I am just being a possessive prick or not. Anyway, me and my GF have had this thing booked with some of her friends for months now to go to this theater production in another city. For context, my GF struggles socially and doesn't have many friends. She's always found she clicks better with guys, so all her close friends are guys aside from one. These close friends she has known almost 10 years. I've never said anything about it and just trusted them. No. But tonight, my GF out of the blue says to me, BTW, I'm going on my own to that theater thing with the guys and some other guy they're bringing, if that's okay. I asked why I'd been dropped, and she basically expalioned how a few weeks ago we had a brief split, and when the split happened, they dropped me from the plans, obviously, and brought another guy in to go. So now instead of the group being me, my GF, two close guy friends of hers and their two best friends, we've met before it would be my GF, her two close guy friends, two best friends, we've met, and another guy they know. To make matters worse, they are staying overnight in the city. Although my GF is adamant, she has a separate room to them. I was instantly upset and wound up by finding this out. My GF could sense something was up, and after being prodded to say what was up, I explained how uncomfortable I was with the situation. She explained she didn't know until recently they were staying over, and that I can trust her, and mentioned that, upon finding out I wouldn't be going, she tried to back out. But since she's already paid and it's booked, she can't really. I said I understood, but to think how it would feel if I went to another city with a group of girls and stayed at a hotel with them, and she said that was different since girls are less trustworthy. So I told her she was being a hypocrite and saying it's a rule for me but not for her. We talked about it a bit, and she was clearly upset that I was upset and said she understood why I was upset, but that I shouldn't guilt trip her for wanting to have fun and that there's clearly a trust issue on my part. But to me, I just said it's a boundary for me personally, and it annoys me because I would never put you in the same situation. She then even went on to admit to me that one of the guys in the group said, in the group chat, I'm not in after she announced we split a few weeks ago when we did briefly that he didn't like me anyway. So, it'll be her two close friends she's known almost 10 years. That guy that doesn't like me, but my GF doesn't like him secretly. Another guy she doesn't really like, and another guy she doesn't really know. Fucking brilliant. We've stopped talking about it now and are just joking around and stuff. But it's on my mind. It's in 10 days, and it's already eating at me. Am I being overly sensitive and a prick? To me, it's just a boundary thing, and I'll be honest, I feel as though I'm being disrespected a bit as her BF. But at the same time, like she said, she doesn't have many friends, so she doesn't want to lose these. If this adds anything, I'm 20, and this is my first relationship, and she's 19, almost 20. So what advice you can give to OP guys? Any thoughts? Let's hear it out by commenting down below. And let's go to Reddit community to see others' comment advice for him. From Real Men Eat Pussy. Your girlfriend is the community girlfriend, bro. You got dropped so she can fuck around with these guys however she wants without you there. And here's our next story coming up next. How do I, Sonny 20F, convince my GF, 19F, to stop consuming negative news? I love and care about my GF so much. Everything is going well, and it's the healthiest relationship I've ever been in. Though sometimes I can't help but worry about her when she tells me how news affect her. She's been reading a lot about Palestine. She always cared about it, and I know that the whole situation is horrible. I try to tell her to keep it to a minimum for her sake, but she tells me that thinking and reading about him is the least she can do. Even though I keep telling her that doing that won't help him in any way, she says that she would at least want people to care about her if she was going through the same thing. It's something we always talk about. She always ends up telling me that she's fine and that she's an adult and can handle it. It affects her, though. Even if she denies it, she sometimes watches videos and it ends up bringing her down the whole day. How can I change her mind? I want her to at least minimize it, but she really won't budge. What can you say about this, folks? Any advice? Just comment it down below. Anyway, let's see on Reddit what their advice would be. From Blanket Statement 5, I can definitely relate. In October, I was consuming a lot of Israel-Palestine news. At some point, it got bad, and I literally spent 2 days in a complete mental fog. Zero motivation, completely unable to think, and I talked to my therapist, and she suggested I stop watching the news. The change was very quick and very noticeable, and I was able to function again once I made a new YouTube account so that algorithm wasn't feeding me all of that stuff. And also just said don't recommend this channel for most news sites. And I'm in my late 20s, so it's not like I'm a child or anything, it's just that the Israel-Palestine situation is horrifying and the human brain just is not built to be able to consistently deal with that kind of information. Watching the news does not help those people. It's clear that she has a lot of empathy, but the fact is, in order to help others, one must be taking care of themselves. See you on next post, folks.